Hello and welcome to the walkthrough guide for Connectivity in a Box. Connectivity in a Box is a requirement builder template we have developed with the help of suppliers from the industry to help you and your organization clearly outline your simple connectivity requirements. What do we mean by simple connectivity? To summarize, it refers to internet connectivity to a building, Lot 1A, and internet connectivity in a building, Lot 2A, both within the Network Services 3 RM6116 framework. This process flow diagram on the introduction page will help you determine if this is a suitable template for your connectivity requirements. Assuming that it is, we'll move on to the notes section. Please read through this as this will help you in completing the template and the steps to follow thereafter. For the purpose of this demonstration, I require both connectivity to and in a building, commonly referred to as WAN and Wi-Fi. I will toggle to the Both tab on the document. A quick tip to make the template stand out more from the page, I would recommend turning off the grid lines. If using Excel, click on Page Layout and deselect View Grid Lines. If using Google Sheets, go to View, Show, and deselect grid lines. Let's begin. Name of buyer. Here you will notice multiple columns for site. Please fill these in as required. Unique property reference number. You can see in the notes section a link to a website that can help you to find out your site's unique property reference number. Here you can enter your address and the website will give you your site's unique UPRN number. The next two tabs are for the full address and postcode. In the next row, you can enter the What 3 Words reference applicable to your site, although this is optional. In this row, please enter the total floor space for the relevant site. Here, please enter the number of floors at the site in question that you are looking to provide connectivity to. For this row, please provide any access considerations that would be beneficial for the supplier to have, such as, are there any entrance instructions? Who should the supplier contact? Are there any known restrictions, such as hours of the day? And does the supplier require any particular type of clearance? Are there any site considerations the supplier should be aware of? For example, is it a listed building? Do you own the building or need to ask for the landlord's permission? Please enter those here. Next, you will have a drop-down list where you can specify your monthly service availability level. You will have 5 options: single, dual, dual diverse, Ethernet resilient, or other. You can look at the notes for an explanation on each available choice. This row is asking for what type of local access components you require, whether they are standard or complex, with an explanation given for each type. In this row, please enter the quantity of local access components you require. Here you would enter the existing bandwidth being supplied to the site. If this is a new site with no existing connections, please enter 0. In this row, you would enter if your current bandwidth is sufficient or you would like the capacity to be upgraded. In this row, you would enter the building function or use case, for example, a general office or call center. If selecting other, please specify. What is the on-site user or device density? You have 3 options: heavy, medium, or light usage, with an example given for each. Please select the option most applicable for your site. What is the average or typical amount of on-site users? What is the average or typical amount of devices on site that use Wi-Fi connectivity? Please account for all devices, such as laptops, tablets, phones, and PCs. However, please do not include any wired local access network devices. In this section, please provide details of what services you will use across the connection. For example, general internet browsing, accessing cloud service providers, or remote user VPN access. Please provide as much detail as possible, such as peak usage periods, the frequency of such peaks, if you will be using voice or video calls, and any other details that help describe your design considerations. The more details, the better. Site survey details. In this section, please provide as many details as possible so that an accurate feasibility can be carried out by the supplier in advance of any on-site surveys. For example, capacity for future expansion, available cabinet or rack space, what the general construction of the workspace is, such as suspended ceilings, and proposed location of access points. It will be useful to provide contact details of someone for the suppliers to contact should they have any further questions. If you would like your reporting requirements to be any different to the minimum standard, which is monthly usage reports, either by self-serve portal or by email, please enter any specifics in this field. In this section, you can enter the minimum required standard for security requirements. Please note, if you wish to include any bespoke security requirements or policies, then this template may not be suitable. If you would like any professional services, such as a project manager, consultant, or additional training, please enter those here. Moving on to service installation. Here we will enter the end of our existing service date, the transition period timeframe, if out of hours installation is possible or not, what timeframe you would like the service charges to be expressed in, annually, quarterly, or monthly, and the dates you would like the new service to go live. Here you would enter the minimum contract term in years and months, and any optional extensions you would like to include in the contract. In this section, you will allocate a weighting for each of these categories: price, technical solution, and any other category that you'd like to define, such as delivery or support. And that's it. The buyer section of the Connectivity in a Box template is now complete. This completed template can now be used to supplement the further competition process. Please include it as part of your invitation to tender documents. Thank you for watching. We hope this guide can help you in the procurement of your future connectivity requirements. If you found this template and/or this video useful, please let us know. We value any and all feedback.